The interim is really something we started talking about and had access to this year. We're really excited about it. It shifted my opinion of this particular type of assessment completely. So when we started talking about the interim, I was still kind of like, I don't know. And I'm still working on my technology skills. We got on the test. Kids took it very seriously. They got right into it. And then the next day, as I started pulling up results, I was like, oh, I know exactly what happened. This is so cool. I know exactly which 5 things all of my kids did well with. That's outstanding. It was fascinating to watch the kids be totally engaged when I reviewed the data for the first time.
What was particularly attractive about the interim was that it's so immediate, especially the block assessment, where you get these immediate results. It's laid out in a way that's really smooth, colorful, so stylistically it really works for teachers, and it's able to pinpoint, again, student strengths and weaknesses really clearly for teachers so that they can take that information and immediately use it to inform the next day's instruction.
One of our teachers came to us shortly after doing the second interim assessment with her students, and she was talking about how excited the students were because after the first assessment, she had addressed the struggles that they had had. She had specifically targeted her instruction to provide them with some new skills.
And in fact, they were so confident that they had this intrinsic motivation to go in front of the school and share all of those skills and strategies that they had learned, and how to use the highlighter tool, and how to use the line reader, and how to use the notepad, and all those things. They felt confident enough to share that with their peers, which I thought was powerful.
So this idea that we're all doing this together and that the adults and the students are all supporting each other in growing and becoming better learners. And I think that that's starting to become very infectious in our school.
Going through the data as an ELA teacher, we had those short answers to score, so we scored them all together in PLCs. It's a really nice time for me to be able to sit down with my colleagues to check in, to hear what they're doing to try to help their students, what struggles they're having, and then moving that as I go back into the classroom, knowing that I'm doing some of the same things that other teachers are working on. We're doing some common lessons, we're using some common language. It helps me feel supported and like we're all moving in the same direction.
With the interim assessment, the excitement that I have felt and heard from teachers and from instructional coaches is how much this particular assessment really does in fact inform what they're going to do the next day, the next week, in their next unit, etc.